this monitor, do I? No. Use this one on the bottom. Let's see if you're going to pick this up. That's interesting. Navigraph actually picks up MS 2024. Cool. Let me get that plugged in here. Tablet's a bit slow. How much fuel was in here? Oh, we're looking good. What's going on with this tablet? Oh, I can't stay bent down like that here. What's in here? MU. See if that's gonna work. I think that's got it. Alright. Oh! I think this is finally up. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. I don't feel all that well, but I wanted to come in here and have a look at MS 2024 just to get an idea on what it looks like. Nothing in here is set up. I'm actually using the Cessna that comes with the MS 2024, and I have the controls, the little glass gauges down here that I'm using since none of this is set up. It's basically bare minimum. I've got throttles, rudder, yoke, and parking brake. That's and flaps. That's it. But I will be going to a whole bunch of airports between now and the release date of 2024, November 19th. So I'll be putting one out a day that has a couple of airports on it, showing you different locations. Just some takeoffs and looking around the various areas around the airport. Hey, Søren, how's it going? All right, how about we get in the air and let's head towards Manhattan. I'll be playing Follow the Leader with that Cessna right in front of us, since that's what I'm using. I have noticed that MS 2024 is a lot easier on the handling, at least with this Cessna. This feels real nice. And I didn't even set up calibration. Whoa, easy there, Louis. I didn't even set up the calibration on this. All I did was just connect it. So, and it's been pretty nice. It's early morning. That sunrise looks fantastic. I don't know if you can see that. We're going to swing out to the left, give you that sunrise before we head on out to the city. That is absolutely stunning. And I don't think the camera's going to be doing that justice, because that's only 1080p. I'm seeing this at 4K. That is absolutely beautiful. I didn't turn off the points of interest. I don't even know how to do that in 2024. I really just wanted to get this up and running to have a look around. and then go take a look at all the airports that I could, just to see what they all look like with the satellite data. So I don't think that you guys are going to be disappointed if you're going to be watching them. Airports that I have been to look rather nice. And we're going to go from Hawaii to the States to Europe, down to South America, Africa, Japan, Alaska, all over the place. All right, pay attention, Johnny. What are you going to keep going all the way around? I like that autumn look, you know, that fall look with the trees, with the multicolors. That actually looks well done. The water actually looks rather nice. You can see the ripple effect as if the winds were having effects on them in different locations. It looks pretty cool. Very nice. I didn't set up any trim here, so I'm going to be fighting this a little bit. In 2024, right now I have 3 screens up, 3 75-inch, but by the time I'm done, there will be 7 up in 2024. So I'm just waiting for the release come November 19th, and that's going to have the ability to have PMDG up and running. So hopefully that won't take too long if it needs any adjustments. And we'll be up and running rather quickly, I'm hoping. We'll see. But I plan on doing my day flights in 2024 because this just looks absolutely stunning. Flight simulation never looked any better. And I've been doing this since the 1980s. And this is just off the hook. Holy moly. And it does have its issues. Don't get me wrong. This thing could crash at any second. It's happened for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So hopefully that's one of the items that are going to get worked out. I took the event log that Windows generated and I sent it to them. So hopefully if that's an issue other people are having, they're going to get that figured out. But other than that crash that's going on, I really haven't noticed much. Everything has looked rather nice all the way around. Granted, I'm only using the Cessna here, but it's dialed in pretty nicely just the way it is now. I'm doing what, 85 knots? I'm climbing slightly, 2550, 2560. So, but she handles beautifully. Way better than 2020, that's for sure. No doubt in my mind. Oh, it's not using all the cores? I didn't even bother to check. You know, I just came in here looking at performance, and this thing is amazing. I have this set and Ultra, and the 2 sliders, I slid them all the way up. This is full blast. I can't move those sliders past 100, I think it is, that's on there, or 200 or 400 on one of them. It's full blast. And there were a couple of airports where I did see some stutters and some flickers and whatnot. Georgia was one of them, which was surprising to me. And there were a couple of others. I don't remember offhand, no, but I remember Georgia because Georgia surprised me. I don't remember ever having an issue there in any of my sims. It's usually New York, LA, Chicago. That's usually where I'm going to have a problem in the States. Alright, let's get a little lower down here. Get a little better view of these buildings here. Well, whatever they did to work out the issues, if it's using multiple core, then I'm sure that solved part of the issue. And I have a 4090 in here, so I'm sure that's helping me big time with what we're seeing here. Well, that and the DDR5 RAM at 6,000. So, yeah, Stephen, the graphics are maxed. I got this is set on ultra, and yeah, the sliders are even pushed all the way forward. I like the new menu. It's a little more moving around, and I really love the fact that it's a lot faster. Once you're in the game, if you're going to go back to the menu, back to another location, it's a lot faster. And if you're going to end the game, it's a lot faster. Hopefully the end product's going to be the same. A few locations where there's satellite data, where it's a little blurry. Hawaii, I hit all the airports out there. I still have to go through some of the data and edit some stuff and whatnot. But there are locations where the satellite data is a little blurry. It would have been nice if they just put some trees on top of it to kind of blend it in a little bit better. But they're far and in between from what I've seen. And I've been to at least 60, 70 airports all over the globe. So this is looking mighty nice. I think the only thing that would take this above what I have now is if Air Manager was able to get the glass screens from PMDG working and the flight illusion gauges. If Air Manager gets that down where I can use a network computer for that and the gauges, this would be the sim of my lifetime in 2025. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. None. But with that said, I'm basically talking about daytime. Nighttime flying, I prefer X-Plane 12, only because of what I can do with their lighting setup and reshade. I prefer that. So I'll have MS 2024 for daytime flights if I can get PMDG and everything working, which I'm hoping that it's going to be a fairly easy thing. And X-Plane 12 for my nighttime rides. So I think I'll have the best of both worlds there. Oh, hey, Stylings USA. Yeah, I'm in 2024 right now, just fooling around. I'm playing Follow the Leader with a Cessna here. And we're heading towards Manhattan. I left Islip, Long Island, one of the places I was flying out of in the real world a long time ago. Long time ago. Nice area. I have friends out there in Ronkonkoma. When we fly into New York, that's usually where we stay. So, and my wife knows when we go to New York, for me, every day it's pizza day. I have it for breakfast, I'll have it for lunch, I'll have it for dinner. If we're there for 10 days, I'll have it for 10 days. Cannot get me enough of New York pizza. I was born and raised in Brooklyn. I come down here, the pizza's just not the same. And, you know, it's funny, when we first came down here, my brother, God bless him, he was here maybe 10 years before we got down here. He's like, you got to try this pizza place. It's the best in Boca. Oh, my God, it was nasty. When my wife goes up to see the family, because I don't usually travel that much because of the oxygen, she goes with an empty suitcase. I kid you not. May God strike me down if I'm lying. She goes with an empty suitcase, and that is just full of the Italian goodies. She's bringing home pizza, frozen, before it gets down here, and then I stick it in my freezer, and I've got it for at least 6 months. She goes to Uncle Giuseppe's, picks up a whole bunch of stuff in there. Oh, my wife tells me, she says, the plane smells amazing on the way down. Everybody's looking around. Pretty cool. That's another thing that I've noticed. You may have seen a couple of redraws here. That's one thing that I've noticed in a few locations. The graphics are all up, look good. All of a sudden, they disappear, and then there's a redraw. I don't know if that's done on purpose or if that's something that they're working out. That's pretty interesting. I don't usually see there's another redraw. I don't usually use the point of interest, but that's pretty cool. New York State Police Department. We're 2.65 miles away. Should be getting a little bit brighter as we get into Manhattan. So, and my wife's not going to bother me. She already went to bed. So, that's pretty cool. I can be in here all night if I want. Well, not really all night, but good part of it anyway. All right, now we're holding 2,200 feet. 83 knots. Cruising pretty good. And the view out the window is spectacular. Or maybe they're trying to tell me something. Look, the next one that popped up, point of interest, Nassau County Police, 4.40 miles. No drinking and flying, buddy. No drinking and flying. But for those of you that are looking for videos on YouTube to check out 2020 because you're undecided whether or not you want to buy it, I'll be putting out a video every day until 2024's release. I'll be hitting 2 airports a day. Just show you the area right around the airport real quick. Nothing fancy. Just to give you an idea of what the areas look like. It's just going to be a takeoff, a little loop around. That's basically it. But I'm going to hit a whole bunch of areas. You figure 2 of them a day. We've got at least, what, 30, 40 days coming. You're looking at least 60 airports at least. So you'll be able to get a pretty good idea. Hopefully your area will be in there. I'm going to hit everywhere. But I'll tell you, this Cessna just handles beautifully. It is far superior to 2020. So they definitely did some work on this. If they didn't, and this is placebo, then I'm definitely getting old. I don't have anything hooked up with this. No say intentions, anything like that. Since I really don't have much to use. And I really just want to enjoy the view and see what we're getting in 2024. So I don't have that hooked up. I don't have ATC for background chatter. I can feel my voice getting ready to go. It's starting to change. I don't know if that's a redraw, if that's the sun making a move. But I have definitely noticed redraws as I've flown along. And where was it? Was it San Diego? San Diego or San Francisco, one of the two, where I think the satellite data got a little bit confused because there was some crazy looking posts, almost looked like totem poles, in quite a few locations there. So that's a little abnormality that I've noticed. Nothing crazy, and I think that's probably one of the few spots where I've noticed it. Was out west. They really did an amazing job on the trees. The multicolor fall look just looks great. And it really has that deep 3D effect. Looks good with that grass they have down there. We're still holding at 2,200 feet, so this Cessna's been flying pretty good. I'm just tweaking it a little bit here and there. And this is one great view. Oh, hey, there's... You ain't kidding, man. I can't wait for November 19th. To get that full release out. You're not kidding. The frame rates. I haven't even looked at the frame rate counter. I'm just basically looking for smooth performance, which is what I'm getting. This is amazing. I could care less if the frame showed 2. This is just phenomenal. But I usually have my monitors and my frame rate locked at 30. For MS 2024, I have them at their 60. And they're all at 4K at 60. And then whatever MS 2024 is doing in the background, with that NVIDIA stuff, and you know, it adds additional frames or whatever it does. See, there's another redraw. Yeah, that redrew all the buildings, it looked like. Looked like the trees stayed and the buildings just disappeared, redrew. Alright, so let's see. That point of interest just popped up showing Kennedy at 12 miles. So then we should have LaGuardia out there. The other point of interest, I'm not sure what they're pointing at. Could be the Freedom Tower, could be the Chrysler Building, could be the Empire State Building. It's just not showing what it is. The sun's really starting to come up now. And that is lit up great. Man. This is an amazing ride. This is a relaxing ride, actually. She pretty much handles herself. Needs a little bit of input here and there. She's all trimmed out beautifully. Which is surprising because I don't have control of the trim. Whatever is in there, that's what I'm getting. I'm just controlling with power. Now we'll see if it maintains this smooth performance when we get near New York City. That's going to be interesting. Because in all the simulators that I've ever owned, New York has been the most hard-hitting on all of them. It's usually why I do a lot of my testing out in Newark and then swing out and come around and hit the city. Here's another redraw. Hopefully that's something they get worked out. Hopefully, yeah, that would be nice. Oh yeah, Manhattan, definitely. Although I don't know how much of the photo reel that's being used, if any. I know that they're just mainly doing tests on their server and infrastructure. So they may not have a lot of that up, if any of it. But this still looks great in and of itself, even if there's zero photo reel in there. I mean, this looks fantastic. Oh, there's another redraw. They come back rather quickly, though. And it looks like it's the entire setup, all the way out to the horizon, when it does it. We're starting to pick up the buildings at Kennedy now. And LaGuardia. A little bit. Another redraw. Came in a little bit slow at that time. Maybe because we're getting closer to the city. Yeah, that might be. You know, it's quite possible. I mean, I'm slamming this system, so I don't think I could put anything more into it unless I gave it thunderstorms, and then we wouldn't be able to see much. But this is absolutely beautiful. It's amazing. I didn't realize how much I actually miss flying the Cessna. I'm usually in the big iron in here with this, going from point A to point B, but just flying around doing nothing, that's pretty cool. Got to figure out a way through Air Manager. Maybe I can get the gauges to show up on here when I'm not flying in the 737. Put the Cessna gauges in here, however I can fit them. Then I can do a little bit of both. Because in 2024, the 60 whatever airports, a lot of them I've never been to before, so because I fly the Big Iron, so coming into these little bitty airports with this, airports I've never seen or been to before, which is pretty cool. I'll see the city starting to pop in now, and a whole bunch of skyscrapers out there in the distance. That was another thing that I've noticed. The difference between 2020 and 2024 is the buildings in 2020, when they're not built right, you know, where they look like they're half melted and whatnot, they look like they were hit with an atomic blast. These, even when they don't have the detail in them, they still look like buildings in the distance. They don't look like blobs of things that haven't been, you know, fully built yet, that's a big improvement. Oh, here's Kennedy right in front of us, 5 miles out. LaGuardia is way off to the right there. Gonna be interesting to see what my old neighborhood looks like. I don't usually fly over my house, but I figured since we're here. I grew up in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, about a mile from the Verrazano Bridge, so we'll go check that out, see what that looks like. And then we'll go check out the bridges and then swing around to the west side of Manhattan. And then that might be it for my voice, because I could feel it. You might even be able to hear it changing, but it doesn't take long. Another one of my 9/11 issues. Another parting gift. Man, that reminds me of a Queens neighborhood. Man, that looks great. They even have the projects in between here. Man, I'll tell you, those of you that are waiting for 2024, you're in for a treat. If you've got the hardware to pull this off, wow. You are definitely in for a treat. No doubt about it. Forget it. November 19th, my wife is going to know exactly where I am. In the garage. That's unbelievable. I think my big complaint about 2024 is the sparsity of the airports. No gates. Hopefully, I don't know if that's coming in the future, but from what I see here, all the airports are pretty barren. So, hopefully that might not be in this version, and they will be in the final version. I don't know. But right now, they look very, very sparse. All of them. Oh yeah, Stephen. I was a law enforcement officer at Ground Zero. I spent, well, I was there from day one, Ground Zero, till, well, the entire event was over 2 years later, but I was down by the Battery Tunnel for 4 years before I made Sergeant. Then I was junior and I got bounced all over the place. I was up in Harlem and all over the place. The Bronx. Eventually made it back to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, because it's like a half hour from my house from where I used to live in Bay Ridge. I cannot get over how that is absolutely amazing, man. That is absolutely amazing. You would almost think, if you took a snapshot of that, that was a photograph taken from someone out here flying. Man. It's amazing what computers can do. My wife's gonna find me slumped here in the chair, fall asleep. I think I'll run till it runs out of gas. Let's see. Oh, we're at 27%. We're still all right. Yeah, look at this. We're coming up to Starrett City. Wow, look at that. Man. That is phenomenal. There's the racetrack. Be nice if there was a race going on. All right, we're back down to 2,000 feet now. Yeah, that's pretty good. It depends. I may not go for the 50-90. The 340-90s in here are holding their own. If I have issues, I may. You know, or if one of them dies and they're out of warranty, I may. But if not, there might not be a need to. What I may do first is, believe it or not, that computer is not even top of the line, the one that I run here on the left and right. They're only i9 10900s. Although these screens are being run by the one in the middle. But I have two computers I want to update as well. There's the Bell Parkway. Beautiful. That looks absolutely fantastic. And let me tell you, if they have those two, look, it looks like the two buildings at 65th Street. It looks like they're sticking up just like where they would be. Wow. Oh, we got to go check that. And then we'll come around the city. City's starting to fill in real nice. And she's still running smooth. Sun's really starting to come up now. Just hit some wake turbulence there, Louis. And again, might be my control input doing it too. I really didn't do any setting. I just set it, got in here, and went for a ride. All right, we're what, 1800 now? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that airport's all closed down. That's been closed for a long time. It's out by Rockaway. Rockaway Bridge is right there, it looks like. This is absolutely fantastic, man. Wow. You know, in 2024, I may do more sightseeing than flying in the 737. Holy man. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, hey, Dennis, how's it going? I see you snuck in here. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of filming, and I haven't felt, well, I haven't felt all that well lately. So I've been pushing myself. So, and it didn't help. My wife actually made me go out and cut the lawn. Although we have a ride-on mower, I wouldn't be able to push one. I'd be out of breath before I even got the thing started. We're starting to get down there. I'm down there in Bay Ridge. Still a little ways to go. We're out by Coney Island. Coney Island. Spent many a day on that beach. A little bit of flicker going on there in that monitor, which is strange. That's really looking out at nothing. Coney Island. Bensonhurst. Here are the projects. Wow. That's pretty cool. Looks like the VA hospital is there as well, next to the Verrazano Bridge. And it doesn't get any better than this. Yeah, it could be. But you know what? The only thing I can see the marketplace actually making money on are airports. Airports and aircraft. Scenery. It's covered. This is, man. This looks fantastic. Here's Coney Island. There's the Cyclone. Wow, the parachute ride. Whole lot of cars on the Bell Parkway. Yeah. Wow. This is absolutely beautiful. And that is still pretty smooth. So I don't know if you can see here, underneath the bridges, they still had that darkness underneath the bridge. It would be nice if they can get rid of that and make them transparent. That doesn't look all that pretty. Oh yeah, I can hear my voice going. Wow, look at that's the 14th Street exit ramp. Are you kidding me? Wow, there's the VA hospital. There's the park off 86th Street and 14th Avenue. Oh, look at, there's the two buildings right there. I grew up 5 blocks away from that right there. Go see if we can find. That's pretty cool. See those two tall buildings sticking up right there? I grew up 5 blocks away from there. Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Well, right at the border. It was Bay Ridge, Sunset Park. Depending on what year. They kept changing the boundary. And there's OLPH Church, 60th Street and 5th Avenue. Wow. Holy. That's incredible. There's the Bell Parkway meeting up with the Brooklyn Queens Expressway, the BQE. There's the Burger King building on 65th Street. That's amazing. Holy. I can actually see the apartment building on 61st Street between 4th and 5th Avenue. Where I spent many a days on Tar Beach up on the roof. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. Well, I hope you're enjoying this little bit of a peek. Chile! Oh, someone from Chile in here. Bastion? It's hard for me to see the name. The text on here is very tiny. Welcome aboard. In 4 years, you're not kidding. I think 2020 was their infant baby stepping stone, and they just hit this one out of the ballpark. I know there's a lot of people complaining, but this is still an alpha. Granted, late alpha, probably, beta. But, man, what they are pumping out here is just amazing. Alright, let's take a look at the east side first, shall we? We'll check out the Brooklyn Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge, and the Williamsburg Bridge. Easy way to remember them is like the car, BMW. Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg. Those are the 3 bridges. Running south to north, that is. If you're coming the other way, you're going to get it wrong. Oh yeah, I can hear my voice shot. Probably won't be live tomorrow because my voice will probably be gone. I've been doing a lot of chattering there. Yeah, we're getting bounced with a little bit of turbulence. It still looks pretty smooth, and we're just about on top of Manhattan here. And this is ultra settings. With the slide is actually bumped up past ultra. So they're actually in the custom setting. Yeah, we're getting bounced around a little bit here. That looks pretty smooth. Oh, look at that. The Staten Island Ferry. Oh, pretty cool. Freedom Tower. Here's the Chrysler Building, Empire State Building, Pan Am Building, if they're still calling it that. Here's the three bridges. Oh yeah, the sun's really coming up now. You almost have to squint. There's the Verizon Building. Wow. Oh man, you can actually read the logo on the side of the building. Are you kidding me? Look at the projects. Man. If you're young, just getting into flight simulation, man, you are in for a treat. Especially if you've got the computing horsepower to pull it off. This is just, holy man. It's like Christmas has arrived early. There's a lot of data being pumped out of here, and this is pretty smooth. I don't know if the camera's showing it smooth, but this isn't bad at all. This is amazing. And this is one of the hardest hitting areas around for me. So if this can handle this, man, I don't know how they were able to pull this off, because this is a lot of data. A lot of data. Empire State Building. There's the Chrysler Building. And Randall's Island. Or Roosevelt Island. Randall's Island. Here's the United Nations. Man, you can pick this stuff out. That's how good it is. There's the Pan Am Building. Wow. There's the train yard. This is very impressive. Central Park. They even have the Con Ed station down there. Wow. You gotta be kidding me. They got the Pepsi sign down there. You know what? I'm glad I picked up the deluxe premium package. Looking at this, oh. I mean, unless MS 2024 gets released and the servers get slammed and all of a sudden, you know, a lot of this goes away and the servers have a hard time keeping up. But this is just, wow, man. Here's Randall's Island, Triborough Bridge, or whatever they're calling it now. I think they renamed it. It's funny, cities always cry in poverty, yet they have millions of dollars to change all the signs because they changed the name of a bridge. This is just absolutely stunning. The 105th Street Bridge is there. Wow. Let's go see what they have on the west side. See if the Intrepid is over there, the aircraft carrier and the submarine and the SST. I wonder if they have that included over here. I don't know if these side monitors look a little weird to you. I only put these in real quick just to get a quick, you know, view out the sides of my peripheral vision. Might look a little weird for you. I didn't put them at, I usually have them set at 60. I think they're at 45. So it might look a little strange. GW Bridge. Wow, you can even make out the Henry Hudson up there. Wow. This is absolutely beautiful. A little bit of flicker going on there. Here's Teterboro. Teterboro Airport, Fort Lee, New Jersey. That's where I took my very first flying lesson. In a mom and pop 61 school. In a little putt-putt 150. Wow, a Carnival cruise ship is there. Something else is down there. What the heck is it? Oh, the aircraft carrier is there. Or is that a building? Oh, that might be a building. Oh, there's a cruise ship, a building, a couple of more buildings. I don't see no aircraft carrier. Unless it's further down. I hope you're enjoying this view. I mean, I know you're not getting it in 4K like I'm seeing it. You're only getting 1080p, but that's all the camera will do, unfortunately. Oh, there's Madison Square Garden. Wow. Whoa, easy there, Louis. There's a train yard. That's amazing. Oh, easy. Oh, November 19th, cannot get here quick enough. I kid you not. I mean, this is just loaded with stuff. There are buildings everywhere, trees, and it's smooth. Wow. Oh, you know what? We took off from Islip, which is where I did a lot of my flying in the real world. How about we land in Teterboro, where I started from? Oh my God, look at that. It's fantastic, man. Oh. Oh, here's Newark right here. So Teterboro's up there. That's another thing. Trying to find these airports without having these point of interest, you really got to look. They're not sticking out like sore thumbs, which is pretty cool. Was that the Garden State Parkway, or is that 95 down there? And this is just a little bit of flicker there, I think I noticed. Hey, that might be a little weird looking building right there. Might be getting a little mixed up with that, whatever they're trying to run there. What is that? But I think that's the worst of the weird stuff that I've seen. Right there. I don't know what that is. Looks like a construction site is what it looks like. No idea. No idea. No, it's a construction site, whatever it is. Well, this has been a blast. Oh, what am I missing? Some text here. Let's see. Who did I miss? Probably missed a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just getting lost in the views. And did I miss a question? Dubai City, what looks like? Dubai? Dubai, I believe, is in my list of airports that I go visit in 2024. So it'll have its own departure out of there. I hit a whole bunch of airports in 2024. I just have to do a whole bunch of editing and whatnot. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of airports that I've worked on. Going to visit, make sure that everything was pretty good. Alright, what are we doing here? Let's get the flaps are back, which you'll notice on here, because I really didn't do much work. See if I can put this down looking from the back. It feels very weird because I'm actually flying that plane there. And I don't have any trim. So this is going to be interesting. Like flying a radio controlled plane almost. But the view is amazing. None better. Oh yeah, I'm down. Yeah, but fuel's getting down there anyway. We're about 4 miles out. Yeah, she just wants a dip here. Might be because my controls aren't set up. There might be picking up a dead spot when it's right in the middle. And I don't have any trim, so that doesn't help. Wow, man, that looks great. Wow, flying from back here is not easy. And I gotta push the stick forward because I don't have any trim. Yeah, November 19th, can't get here quick enough. Oh, you know what? I didn't even set up my brakes. I don't have any brakes. I didn't set up toe brakes. So this is probably not going to end well. I have no toe brakes. I have a parking brake, which will probably put us nose over. All right, pay attention here, Louis. Yeah, this feels so weird. you can see we got to crab a little bit because of the wind. How fast are we? Easy there, Louise. Easy there, Louise. I don't think I have any brakes. I'll tell you, the Cessna handles pretty good. The controls are definitely way better than 2020. No doubt about it. If I could put this down like this from behind the aircraft, that's pretty good. And I don't have any brakes. I'm stepping on them, but I don't want to hit the parking brake too quick or we may tip over. I don't know how real this is, but let's see. I'm just going to bring it to a stop. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed that view. I just wanted to get in here and get a quick ride in and see what New York looked like, see what the hit was going to be like. And like I said, I'm going to have a whole bunch of videos out within the next month showing off a couple of airports at a clip. So come back every now and then if you want to check them out. Or wait until the 18th of November and they all should be out. And you can hit them all. All right, so everybody that was here, looks like there was a ton of people. If I missed your text, I am sorry. I've been preoccupied with the view. Let me see, what do we have here? I get some stutters in the F-18. Yeah, I'm sure, because you're booking in the F-18, I'm sure. No doubt about it. Let's see. Physics feel like it? No, they're not as close to X-Plane, but I haven't gone in here and tweaked anything. They are a lot better than 2020, but I really have nothing to compare with X-Plane just yet. X-Plane is really dialed in beautifully, and they mimic the multi-million-dollar simulator. I've been in a few of them, so, and I'm using real Boeing yoke and rudder pedals, so they're really dialed in and feel good. And I've been trying to get 2020 to feel the same way, and I just can't get there. So this feels so much better. So we'll see what happens when PMDG puts out their bird with 2024. Hopefully, it won't be long after November 19th. You know, that would be pretty cool. What else was on here? Does the read chat often? Or yeah, I do, but not when I'm looking around checking out the scenery. But usually, yeah, I usually try to keep up with the text. But yeah, I definitely fell behind this ride. But I was pretty much just enjoying the view because this view is going to be gone soon. So, and then I'll have to wait a month. Let's see, for me, Phoenix, the beta ends Monday night. Yeah, midnight. Yeah, for me it's 3 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. Yeah. And Dubai, yeah, you'll see Dubai. Dubai is one of the airports that I hit. Like I said, I just have to do some video editing. I got about 60 airports that I took a look at. So. Oh, I grew up in New York, Diego. So. Yeah, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, so yeah, I know a large part of that area. Going out to Long Island, Queens, oh yeah, all the 5 boroughs. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been to Sky Harbor a few times in the sim. That's for sure. Alright, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that view. I'm going to go see what it looked like myself, because I know these side monitors look weird for me. I don't know if they look weird for you and the camera where it is positioned behind me. But hopefully that didn't look a little too weird. And with that, I will catch you on my next run, everybody. I will start getting the airports out first thing tomorrow. All right? So everybody have a good night. Everybody that was here, listen, I always enjoy the company and the conversation. If I missed your question, I'm sorry. I was a little preoccupied tonight. And I will catch you on my next run, everybody. Have a good night. What a great ride. That was absolutely beautiful. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Absolutely.